She's ready. We have a special, not a special, but we have a very unique overnighter. We got a little backpacking trip coming up. And what's nice about this for us is it's about 5 minutes from our house here on Cape Cod. And I've lived here 25 years now. And I've never done this backpacking trip where we're going. I've heard about it, but I've never really have done it. And I've hiked out there on a day trip, but we're actually going to hike out and spend the night here on Sandy Neck Beach in Barnstable on Cape Cod. It's a 3.5 mile backpacking destination. It's a backcountry section of the Barnstable Seashore. They have, I believe, 7 sites. It's first come, first serve. $20 a night, 2-night maximum. What else you need to know? On the weekends, you got to get there early. It's 7:45. The gatehouse opens at 8, and that's where you get your walk-up permits. You cannot reserve in advance. You need to first come, first serve, like I said. So it's I'm shooting. I left the house here. I'm going down to get my permit. Then I'll go back to the house, load up the car, and then we'll head out. And around 10 o'clock, I think we're going to hit the trail. So this is really unique. Let me see. I got to get on here. It's off of 6A. You can either take exit 3 or exit 4 off the Mid-Cape Highway and head north, get off and head north and get on 6A, and you'll run into, you'll see it here, you'll run into the green sign. Let me show you here the green sign. Sign. So that's what we're doing. We'll let me get my permit. They had I was here yesterday. They were booked up. I was going to just get an extra night, just pay the $20 to reserve our spot, but they were booked. But they had 4 sites opening up this morning, so I'm going to get here early and get our site, or at least get our permit. And the sites are first come, first serve, but they're all really nice. They're tucked away in the dunes, in the sand dunes, but it's a treed area. And I didn't bring the hammock. I'm going to do a tent. These trees are very fragile, and I just don't want to be the one that did damage to the trees. So I'm going to bring the Z-Pack duplex, and we'll go from there. Hike another 4 miles after we set up our base camp out to the very tip, to the lighthouse, and it's a pretty unique hike. So hang in there, and we'll bring you along. All right, here we are at the gatehouse. Here we go. Alright, one of the first overlooks. The Great Marsh. Oh, I didn't know they have like an island out there. Look at that. It's like a 4-mile hike in. We're on the Marsh Trail. This is typically a wet area, but they've brought in some stone to dry it out. From here we'll get in the beach sand, which is always fun to walk in. Here's one of the sand dunes, a little bowl. There is a trail going over there, but I just read a sign, stay on the main trail or a $50 fine. I don't feel like getting fined. We just passed the range and they ride around in these 4-wheelers. Look at the tracks. So now the fun begins. We're in the sand. I'll tell you, hiking in the beach sand is going to be a workout. Got my Solomons on. What are these? These are the XA Pros. And I ordered them extra wide, so I have a lot of room in my toes. Feels good. She's happy just walking. Alright, later. You do not want to go up there. Look at all that poison ivy. Oh yeah, that would not be good. This whole hill is covered with it. Yeah, I'm already sweating. The sand. It's like hiking the desert. No shade, no water. Luckily, they're going to bring out 5 gallons to us by 4-wheeler, and then we dropped off a bundle of firewood too, so they'll bring that out to us. They'll deliver it for free, but you have to supply the firewood. And the water they'll bring out for free. Every campsite gets 5 gallons per day. So I just brought in 2 liters just for the hike. And then we'll have water when we get there. The parking lot was full, so we're probably not going to have our choice of campsite. We'll probably get the last one available. So I don't know what we're going to get. But Hen is carrying my hammock. I asked them about the hammock. They said, yeah, no problem. So I brought the tent and the hammock. And whatever we end up with, I'll be covered. I prefer to hang, but if we have a site, there's a couple of sites with no trees or just out in the open, and if we get that, and then we'll set up the duplex. Okay, we're coming to trail number 1, which is a access trail to the ocean. I'll show you on the map at some point here. I'll take out the map and show you the lay of the land. Oh, I can take you up here a little bit and show you what it takes you through. Yeah, takes you right through the heart of the dunes. But I think we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay on the inner route, unless you wanna jump out, Donna, and then walk the beach for a mile and then take trail number 2 back in, or do you want to just stay on the marsh side?
Let's see how cool it is down there. Is there gonna be a breeze up the water?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back in. Oh, actually, in, and then we'll pop out on the ocean side, because there's a little breeze coming in off the water, and it feels. I'm kind of walking into the breeze now. We're heading for the water, so I mean it's not much of a breeze. It's probably 2 miles an hour, but the water temperature's 55, so it's a nice cool breeze. All right, I don't know how long this is. 3/4 of a mile, something like that. All right. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is nothing like the mountains. Totally different. And it's a workout. Believe me, it's flat, but it's walking in the sand. It is a workout. You drinking all your water? There's no freshwater streams out here. Don't drink it all. Well, now we're going to add another mile.
This is a mile?
It's pretty close. Well, it's about 3/4 of a mile, I think. All right. Get back to you later. Okay, here's the overall. It's about 16 miles to the lighthouse, all the way back to the parking area. So we are right there where my thumb is. We're taking this trail number 1 across back out to the ocean, and we're right at this bend right here. We just entered this trail. You can see up ahead how it's taking a left-hand hook. So we're right here by this bend. Here's the scale. So that's 1 mile. So we're looking, it's a half a mile. Okay, this is about a little more than a half a mile to the ocean. And then we're going to go down to 2. Then we're going to come back in. Maybe. We'll see how cool it is on the ocean. We might just stay on the ocean side all the way down. And then there's the campsites right there. Okay, so let's continue on. Okay. The Sandy Neck Dunes. We have foxes out here, deer. I know we have raccoons out here too, because it's a problem at the campsite. We have to hang our food. And here we're in the heart of the dunes now. All right, I may have misspoken a few minutes ago. From the parking lot to the lighthouse is only 8 miles. It's 16 miles round trip. And the campsite is roughly 4 miles. Just thought I'd give you the correct information here. All right. Oh, darn, if you walk out of the trail, the sand's a little harder here. It's a little easier walking. Real, it's more of a, not a challenge, but it's a little harder in that real soft stuff that's been turned up by the four-wheelers coming through here. We're coming up on a hill. Big hill. Scenic view. I hear the ocean, so we are getting a little closer. I hear the waves splashing on the shoreline there. All right, here we got a bench. Okay, well, if you're out of shape, you can stop here. All right, later again. I'm looking for tracks, so where are the turtles? This is turtle crossing right here. All right, this should be the last dune, and I think we'll be coming down onto the shoreline here. All right. Okay. All right. Ooh, campers. Here, Hannah. We got the rangers here. Well, we got to go over there. We got to stay below the high tide mark. The portal potties here. See if there's anybody we know here. We've been out here several times with our truck camper. Oh no, we can get down there. All the day trippers are down there. Okay. You gotta use the outhouse while you're here? Okay. All right. Too hot on the inside. I think we'll do the outside for a mile.
Good. Are you going down to the campsite?
Yeah.
Fun. Is it a service dog?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're all set, yeah.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's using the outhouse, okay. Okay. Much easier walking down here. Yeah, on the hard pan here, just below the high tide mark. Much easier. Oh, we got a couple of backpackers coming back from the campsite. Good. Get some info on what sites are available. Beautiful weekend. What a beautiful weekend. Oh, look at that. We're gonna go swimming later. That's what's nice about coming down here. Go right for a nice swim. Hey guys, we're gonna take your spot.
Yeah, probably.
Campsite number 4.
Now, do you have trees on it?
Yes, there is.
Oh, good, because I got my hammock with me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect place
All
for
right.
him.
Yeah, we almost brought it and we didn't, but it's a great spot.
Well, I asked them yesterday. I was going to come down last night, and everything was booked. So I said, "Can you bring hammocks?" And he goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Just clear out the pine needles before you set up camp, but
stay off the pine needles.
yeah, just if you're gonna put a tent down.
Oh, why? Is it? Are they poke through? Oh, they will. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I got a heavier. For her tent, I have a heavier ground cloth.
Oh yeah, you should be fine if you have a ground cloth. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, 2 words of advice:
yeah.
they don't label it as a camp. It's just trail number 4.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And those trails, if you go off to other trails, they're really, really long.
Yeah, we were expecting it to be like 2 miles, and it ended up, I measured it, it ended up being like 10 or 4 miles or something.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
we were like,
it's 4 miles this way. To
no,
the,
not this. When
There's more
like, in
trails
the
that go out to like a
sand
lighthouse.
Oh yeah. It's another
dunes,
4 miles.
we
yeah.
weren't expecting that, and we were just like, oh my gosh. But
yeah,
it is
yeah.
so much fun.
It is, yeah. Yeah, we've lived here 25 years.
okay.
We've never hiked it.
Oh, really?
We've been out here with our camper, but we've never hiked
It
it.
is so nice.
Oh, that's right.
Did you
Yeah.
guys bring a firewood?
Yep, they're gonna bring it out to us. We left a bundle at the gatehouse here.
Yeah, you'll have a good time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to. We were gonna go up north, but the weathermen were all saying go camping, go hiking, and I'm thinking thanks a lot. So we stayed out of the way. We didn't want to go up there. It'd be a zoo. So we figured we'd do a short hike here and go swimming this afternoon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice to get in the water after all the hiking.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Go for it. It's good.
I don't know. I don't think the snack bar is open yet, but they have really good
Unbelievable clam roll.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
could go for some real food right now.
That's from the Cape.
yeah.
Probably 12.
I think around 11 they open, huh? Yeah, so they'll be open by the time you get there. Yeah.
How much farther do we have past the RVs?
Yeah, go beyond the RVs and another quarter mile, and you'll see that building up on the dunes.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's the restaurant.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Surprisingly good food for a snack.
Yeah. Well, after what we've been eating, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy, guys.
All right, thanks. Yeah. All right, we got another, at least another mile, I guess, to trail number 2. We'll take trail number 2 back in. Look at all these day trippers. Look at all these little paw prints. Oh. Alright, I can't seem to find trail number 2. I don't know, maybe they closed it off. We might have to walk the whole way down on the ocean side. I want to go back in, because that to me is it's a whole different world on the marsh trail. I want to get back in there. Oh well. She wants to stay out here. She's looking for sea glass. Oh God, sea glass. Well, if there's going to be any, it'll be in here amongst these rocks. All right, over. This is the ultimate float. I got to take a picture of this thing. Look at this thing.
Isn't that cool? It's bigger than the freaking
it's bigger than the pickup. I know. Look at this thing. Awesome. Oh, it fits right in this box. Donna, this is the box that comes in right there. You better make sure you use that on an onshore breeze or you'll be going to P-Town.
I know. We have anchors and stuff.
Yeah, oh, do you? Yeah, yeah.
We'll anchor it.
Yeah, that definitely would sail off, yeah.
That's fun.
I've never seen it. Where did you find that?
Costco.
Oh, Costco?
Yeah, it popped up on Facebook and me and my little sister were like, we have to have it for swimming neck.
Yeah, really. Have fun with it. That was awesome. Okay, we've made it through the masses. We've made it through the matrix. Now we're back into the quiet zone. We got more backpackers here. Okay, let's see. Oh, that means more sites are open. Well, we think. Unless there were people that came in and they took the Marsh Trail. I don't know, we'll ask them. Oh, this is Trail 2 here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're halfway. Did you guys did you guys give us a nice clean campsite?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at this guy.
What numbers did you have?
5.
You had all of you stayed on 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are you waiting for a ride?
No, well, yeah. You see the ferry? It's the biggest site.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a table, so we had to improvise a little bit for that.
Yeah.
But we left some firewood out there.
Oh, okay. They're bringing a bundle in for us too, so I guess we'll have a good bonfire tonight. Yeah.
We had a nice one last night.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah.
You can't do it up in the campsite, you have to do it on the beach. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Still fun.
It was this guy carrying all his good stuff.
Actually,
Not really. She's carrying my. At the last minute, I called. I said, "Can I take a hammock?" And they said, "Oh yeah." So she's carrying my hammock. We're carrying her food and her sleeping bag, and I brought my duplex anyway, just in case, because I think there's a couple of sites that don't have trees, right?
They're all pretty scrubby, and there's a lot of poison ivy and whatnot. So
Ooh, there is.
stay in the
Oh,
tent.
yeah.
plenty of pine trees. Yeah, you'll be able to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I brought one anyway, and we both brought our duplexes. So, all right. Well, you got about 2.5 miles to get out of here.
Have you ever eaten at the shack then?
I don't think we have. We've been out here a couple times, but I don't know if we've eaten
Some of the
shack.
best, well, I don't know if it's new management. They had really good clam rolls last year and really good lobster rolls. They fill them up pretty good, even though those are kind of expensive.
Yeah, they were expensive. Yeah, like $15 or something like that. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good one. You're the Boy Scout group or something?
Yes, we are.
They told me there was a big group out there. Yeah.
Well, we've been bigger than this in past years, but this year we're
Where are you out of?
Falmouth.
Oh, you're local.
Troop 40.
We're 5 minutes from here too. Barnstable. Yeah, I know. your group number what? 40?
40.
40? Okay. All right. All right. Well, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Yeah. All right. So are we going in? Let's go into. I want to get off the beach. I want to save some of this for tomorrow. So we're gonna go back in and take the marsh route to the campsite. Huh? Oh yeah, it's gonna be warm, but you know that's why we're out here. All right. Don't get lost. You want the spot in case you get lost? Do you want the spot in reach in case you get lost? Hannah, say goodbye. Say goodbye. We're splitting up. We're taking the inner route, which could be a mistake. And she's taking the ocean. I want the one with the most trees. Oh, we can't go this road. Oh, yes, we can. Well, it doesn't. It's just closed to vehicles, but we can hike in. All right, come on. It says no hiking. It just says no vehicles. Over here. Over here. Good girl. All right. All right. We're going to be in the dead air in a minute. All right, here we go. Yeah, we got some deer tracks here. They come right up and over. Probably, yeah. They probably hide out in that bush over there. Well, one of these little bushy low areas. Yeah, it's warm in here. There's no breeze, dead air. I don't know. This could have been a mistake. But it is beautiful. Totally different than what I'm used to hiking in. Yeah, I'd say you at least got to come out here once in your lifetime and try this. Just make sure you pick a good weekend though, because it can get nasty out here. You're pretty well exposed. All right. We should be getting close to the marsh here pretty soon. Okay, we made it back to the other side. There's the marsh over there. All right, now we gotta find the, we should be coming up on the trail here in a minute. All right, now we'll take a left here at this fork. Because we are going east, so we'll take the east fork. Yeah, here we go. Well, it's high tide on the inside. Water's up high. All right. Okay. We're back on the marsh trail. Alright. Oh, what's this all about? We got a flagpole over here. There are some grandfathered camps out here. When the town, state, or whatever took over all this land, they bought out these people. But if you had owned land, if you had a cottage out here, you could keep it in the family until, I believe it's until the end of its lifespan, or if a storm, you can't rebuild. If something happens to it, you can't rebuild, I believe, is the way it goes. So here's one right here. They got a little wind generator there, so they have a little power. And these are all seasonal. Pretty neat. Okay. All right, continue on. Hey, here's another one of those grandfathered cottages, I guess you'd call them. Look at this. I guess we'll stay on this trail. It probably just goes around back. Oh, there goes a bird. Yeah, it's a nice little walk. No elevation, but the sand makes up for it, believe me. You know, unless you've hiked in beach sand with a 30-pound pack, you'll know what I'm talking about. The smells, something sweet, I don't know what it is. The smell of springtime on Cape Cod. Might be the, what do they call that, beach plum? Smells something up, there's a horseshoe crab. A dead one. Okay. Let's see what we gotta walk up on around this corner. Maybe a deer. Although they can probably hear Hannah breathing and smelling. Oh, look at all these birdhouses. Oh, here's a deer track right there. All right, we're gonna stop. We're gonna have a drink. And then I'll bring you out. We'll get a little closer to that birdhouse farm over there, whatever that's all about. All right. Might be getting closer. We're out of the dunes. Now we're coming into the forest here. We got some oak trees here, scrub oak. And which is a good sign, because that's where the campsite is. It's amongst one of these areas here, but closer to the ocean side, so we're going to have to cross back again when we come up to the trail number 4, I think it is. And here's that birdhouse farm. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I didn't think you could remodel, but I guess you can keep up on the maintenance. If it gets destroyed, you can't rebuild, I guess. Hey, how you doing? Good. Alright, well, that was a short little forested area. We're coming back into a few little dunes over here. Alright, later. Alright, I don't know if I've told you, let me tell you what the rules are here. Maybe I gave you clues here and there, but I'll sum it all up together. Campsites are first come, first serve. You have to drive up and get it. The gate opens, or they accept your reservation at 8 a.m. in the morning. You have to be starting the trail by 7 p.m. I believe there are 6 or 7 campsites, 2 tents per site. I think 5 people per site limit. They bring out 5 gallons of water per day per site. You supply the firewood, they'll bring it out for free in their 4-wheel drive Gator or pickup truck, whatever they come out in. There's a porta potty out here. You can have hammocks. They gave me the okay to take my hammock. Whether we have a site with trees is another thing, so I don't know. I brought my tent and my hammock, so we shall see. No reservations, like I said, first come, first serve. What else you need to know? I think I said it, but it's 20 bucks a night. 2-night maximum. That's it. They want these sites to turn over because there's such a high demand, I guess, right now, this time of year, July and August. And September's beautiful out here. What else? That's about it. I took 2 liters in for the hike in because some of that water I'm sharing it with Henner. Here's another one of those little cottages here. You can have a fire. It has to be around the high tide area of the on the ocean side. Can't have fires in the camping area. What else? You must stay on the designated trails. Do not get caught going off trail. And I've run into several rangers already this morning now. I mean, they're out here, especially being a weekend. And they'll just follow you. They'll follow I mean, it's not like you can hide your tracks. I mean, when you're walking through the dunes, it's like walking through snow. You're leaving tracks behind you, so there's no sneaking it. We're just starting to get a few horseflies right now. They're just buzzing around me now. But again, I'm on the marsh side, and it is no breeze, dead air, and it's hot. So I thought maybe we would have a few here. When I was on the ocean side earlier, and even cutting across the center trails, there was nothing. No gnats. No horseflies. Oh, the horseflies. You don't want to be out here when they come out. Oh, they are bad. I would say the month of July, do not do this in the month of July. They'll carry you out of here. And there's a full moon at the end of July sometime. I forgot. There's a name for it. But after that astronomically high full moon tide, basically the horseflies die off. They basically drown because all this gets underwater. This is where all the horseflies nest and have their eggs and whatever. And the high tide, that summer high tide we get, kills them off. So August, especially in the September, is a great time. Right now, this is June 9th. So they haven't really come out yet. We're just getting our warm weather now. We really don't even have a spring. We like go from winter to right into summer. And right now the temperature back here on the marsh side is 77. So we're approaching 80 degrees back here. So keep that in mind. I would definitely not recommend July. I've been out here in July, and them suckers, boy, those horseflies, they draw blood. They eat meat. they'll leave a hole in your arm or leg. Yeah, they're nasty. So keep that in mind. That's about all you need to know. Just get here early. I was here 7:45 this morning in line to get my permit, and I actually was here the day before. They told me how many sites they were going to have left in the morning, because they know if there's only a 2-night limit, they know how many have to leave the next morning. So they said there would definitely be 3 sites open this morning, because 3 sites they used up their 2-day limit. So that was a minimum. So so that's a scoop on this. But it's a beautiful trail. Right now it's a northeast breeze coming off the Atlantic, and like right now I'm facing northeast, so I'm getting a little breeze coming in off the marsh here. And in the summer it's a southwest breeze that comes in from my back. It's a warm air breeze, and that's what brings the horseflies into the beach area. But when you get any northerly, keeps the horseflies here on the marsh. They don't go out to the ocean side. Another little tip, local info for you. Okay, we're still trudging along. I got to be 3.5 miles in now. Well, actually more than that, because I did an extra half a mile to go out to the front, and then coming back in was at least 3/4 of a mile or more coming back. So I probably have 4 miles in, and I probably have another 1.5 miles to go. But it's so peaceful here once you get away from the campers. There's just nobody out here. Real nice. And there's Barnstable Harbor way across there. I can't zoom in with this GoPro. It's the only thing I don't like about it. It's not like a regular camera. It takes awesome stable video shots, but it's not like a regular camera where you can zoom in, and so I'm missing that. I gotta find another camera that will work with my phone, so for easy downloading. Because I use my phone as like my mini laptop to do all my editing and downloading, and then I carry a 3 terabyte auxiliary hard drive, little tiny thing. It's the size of a cigarette pack. Super light. Comes in, I don't know, 9 ounces, 8 or 9 ounces. And I download everything from my phone onto the external drive, USB drive. So that's been working out really good. And then all my editing software is on my phone, which is the Samsung Note 8, which takes excellent pictures. Maybe I'll take that out and take some shots with that. Yeah. Here's another cottage. All right. Continuing on. Well, just had an interesting conversation with a ranger. They have these little 4-wheel trail riders, those little green buggies that they ride around in, and evidently I'm still a mile from the campsite, and so we started talking, and I asked her if she brought our water and firewood up to the campsite. She goes, "Oh, that's not my job today." She goes, "I'm on turtle duty," and her job is to ride up and down this marsh trail here, counting the turtles that she sees. I guess there's these turtles that live in the marsh or come out of the marsh, and then they go up into the dunes to lay their eggs, I guess. And or have their nest up there and they return to the marsh to do their feeding. And evidently there's 10 turtles that they're keeping an eye on that are making this transition daily back and forth. She spotted 4 of them already this morning. And I've seen tracks going up in the dunes that look like the turtle tracks. You know how they make those tracks? You must have seen that on TV and documentaries. And I'm thinking, there's no turtles on the marsh side. I could see it on the ocean side. They're forever picking up turtles and bringing them to the aquarium, because they get stranded here during the storms and things. But evidently, there's a group of them that are hanging out here in the marsh area. So now we're on turtle hunt. We're looking for the turtles. She said they're about 10 inches, 10 or 11 inches in size. They're not massively big like some of the oceanside sea turtles. They can get pretty big. So that was interesting. That answered my question on the tracks that I saw that confirmed that they are turtle tracks. So when you come out here, something to do. Look, keep an eye out for the turtles. But what a job she has. That's her job. Just patrol this 8-mile trail from the gatehouse to the lighthouse, back and forth, counting turtles. So nice. She's just a college-age kid, so she's making this is a summer job. So good job for them. All right. Oh, this is a nice area. Let me turn this around here. This is pretty neat. A little tidal area here. Going out to the bay. There's the bay over there. Well, I don't know. It's probably still a half a mile away. But I can see the water. I don't know if you can here with the GoPro, but and here's the other side over here. I guess they've had a little bit of erosion problem here. Look at this. Trying to shore it all up here. Hey, we got beach plum flowers are blooming up ahead. I'll show you what they look like. They're pretty good. When you come to Cape Cod, make sure you get some of the local jam, beach plum jam. It's all locally made down here. You can't get this stuff anywhere else that I know of. So, and this is, I'll show you the flowers. They're right up here. So each flower should be a plum later this summer. I forgot when they're, I think around August. You can pick them then. And I don't believe that. I've never heard of a permit. I think you can just come out here and pick them. Yeah. Here they are. Yeah. There's a couple. Here's some right here, just getting ready to bloom. There's some more over here. Ooh. All right, time to go. Bees. We don't need to get stung out here. We'll have to do an ER run. Have to put Henna to work. That's why I have her. Oh, all right, we're off. Don't want to get. I have my EpiPens and stuff with me. My Benadryl and something else I just picked up that I have to take also when I get stung. All right, nice. Okay. So the clouds, I don't know what's going on with the clouds here. We just lost the sun, which I'm not complaining because now it's a little cooler. So hopefully it'll clear out for tonight. I want to do try a starburst time lapse tonight. I've been playing around with it. I keep putting in the wrong settings. So gotta love YouTube. I was on YouTube all week, taking lessons and looking at different videos of instructions on time lapse with the GoPro time lapse. Oh, we got a deer right in front of us running. Look at this. Look at these tracks. Yeah. It's running too. It's in front of us. I don't see anything way up there. Oh well. Okay. We're still on the quest looking for these campsites. All right, later. All right. We made it. Trail 4. Yeah, I just walked by a osprey tower with a nest on it with an osprey flying off. I happen to have the phone out. I think I got the shot. I'll know when I go do the editing. If you see it, if I do have a shot of it, you'll see it. And that's what it is. It's an osprey. Pretty beautiful bird, real beautiful. Okay, so here we are. Hikers must stay on marked trails. $50 fine. Oh yeah, these signs are all over the friggin' place. All right, this is it. I don't know how long the campsite is closer to the ocean side, so we got a little bit of a walk here to get to it. All right, we'll come back to you when I get closer to it. Yay! We made it. Hannah, we made it. I see the house. I see the outhouse. That's a good sign. All right. And here's a tent site here. I might as well give you guys the tour. Hey, look who we found! Donna! Donna, yay! I gotta do a little quick tour here. Let me see what we have. All right, so you stay there. That looks like a good one.
I know.
All right. Here's another one. There's the outhouse. All right. Here's one over here. Tent site number 4. Good sized trees. I thought they were a little skinnier at the knees, but they look pretty good. Let's see what's down here a little bit. I thought there was like 6 or so. 6 or 7. Oh, we got water here. They haven't come by to pick them up yet. Might have to grab one until they show up with ours. Ooh, big site over here. Little sandy. Okay. Oh, okay, we got a little water here, so we'll take one back with us. Okay. All right, those are the sites. Here's the Cape Cod Canal over that way with that tower. That's the power plant, which is at the end of the canal. And sometimes you can see the tower at Provincetown, which is a very tip of Cape Cod. A little hazy today, we can't see it, but facing this direction straight out is P-Town. And then we have Dennis out there. That's Dennis Beach. And we're looking out this way, right that way, straight. That last little piece of land you see, that's Plymouth, Massachusetts. And then at the base, you see a hill. At the base of the hill, you can't see it, but that's the Plymouth nuclear. It's nuclear, right? Yeah, that's the nuclear power plant in Plymouth, Massachusetts. We're hoping that thing never goes, because it's like 20-something years outdated and they're still using it. All right, we're gonna go down and take a walk along the beach. Here's our firewood that they brought us for later tonight. We'll have a fire down here on the beach. We have some adult beverages and a few snacks to go along with it, so it should be a nice night for a bonfire. Okay, let me show you what we did today here. This morning this is where we left our car, and this is the gate. They call it the gatehouse. Where you get your permit, and this is where the trail begins too, right across the drive. You'll see it, trailhead here. We dropped our firewood off there, which they'll bring out to us a little bit later, in 5 gallons of water. So what we did is we hiked here on the marsh, came in through here, and then we took trail 1 back to the beach. We thought it was getting a little warm here, so we figured if we go to the beach we'd get a little breeze, which we did. And then you saw all the campers here that are all lined up for the weekend. They allow you 3 days, I think, in a camper, 3 or 4 days, and you have to get off for 24 hours and come back on. We hiked further down, and then this is the area where we saw all the day trippers, day people, day beach goers in their vehicles. And then we finally came up to 2 here. And at trail 2 is when One Step and I split up. She didn't want to come back and do the marsh with me, so she stayed on the ocean front and continued all the way here to the tent sites. Henna and I took the trail back, and then we did the marsh all the way back, and met a ranger, talked about the turtles and the osprey and the nest, and made it back here to the tent site, set up, and then after that we took our day packs, head out here to the beach, and then we did a walk all the way down, found a buoy that broke loose. We got all the way down to about here, and then we turned around and came back, and now we're here getting ready for dinner. And our wood's already out here by the high tide mark, so we'll have a fire in a couple of hours, and watch a nice sunset over the bay. The bay is here. Sunset is somewhere in this area here, so we'll have a nice view of that. Okay, that's about it. Well, we just finished, well, not just finished, a while ago. We set up camp and had lunch, and now we're on the ocean side here, on the Cape Cod Bay side, doing a walk. And from far, I thought there was a Jeep out here. I'm going, how did they get a permit to come out here? Because this is all closed up, no vehicles allowed. And we got closer, and those white keep off signs look like headlights half a mile down. But it's a huge bell that broke loose in one of our storms over the winter. This marks the entrance to a channel. This is a bell, DJ. Gonna have to look it up and see where it was located. And the mariners are gonna have trouble finding the channel to wherever that was marking. Yeah, it's leaning to the southeast, so it was a northeast wind that pushed it up. So that was a northeaster, one of our winter storms. Our winter, they call them northeasters. So that looked like it came from Bellingsgate Shoals or P-Town, somewhere around there. I don't believe it came around the Cape. It's one of the buoys that was inside the elbow of the Cape. From this wind direction, that's where it would come from. So I'm sure they know that they're missing a buoy. Nice out here. These must be the other. Yeah, these are the other campers that are next to us. They're gone. They went for a walk. And there was 2 tents and a hammock, so maybe it was them. I don't see anybody else out here. Yeah. All right, well, beautiful walk. I'm going barefoot. The sand feels it's cool. It feels so good under my toes. Oh, I wish I could hike like this. Oh, we're gonna cut across here, get down where the good sand is. They call this Sandy Neck Beach, but I've never seen a beach that have more rocks and very little sand. We'll get down here to this good stuff. There we go. Oh yeah, it feels so good at the bottom of my feet. All right, we're gonna have a bonfire later, so we'll bring you back for the bonfire. Okay. Well, this concludes this little weekend getaway. It was fun. For us at least, it was close to home, 5 minutes from our house. But very unusual. Usually we have a 4 or 5 hour ride ahead of us. Yeah, highly recommend it. There were 2 other couples, so we had 3 campsites that were open. One couple drove down from Boston at 5 o'clock. They rolled in about 5:30, 6 o'clock. They were just winging it because, like I said, it's first come, first serve. So if we were full, they were just going to go to a nearby campground. But they lucked out. They had some open spots. So we're going to head up to the snack bar here. It's about 4 miles. It's a 4-mile hike out. We're going to do the beach the whole way because inside it was really buggy this morning. Gnats. Man, and they were biting. So we're staying out here on the outside. It's a beautiful walk. We got a little breeze to our back. One step over there has already found, I don't know, 3 or 4 pieces of sea glass. So she's happy. And I'm just enjoying the fresh air, the waves splashing on the shoreline here. All right. Well, if the snack bar is open and we are able to get our clam plate, I'll take a shot of it. So when you come out here, you'll have something to look forward to. I'm not sure of the hours. If they have a sign, I'll take a picture of their hours. Give you something to go by. All right, folks, catch you on the next one. Be safe. And make sure you pack out everything you pack in, please. Over and out. Whoa. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, we're going to take a lesson here. The expert one step says there's sea glass here, and we're looking right at it. I don't know, folks. I'm looking. Oh, right there. I think I might have hit the jackpot. Let's see.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. We found a piece.
Yeah. See, that was different color than all that.
Oh my God. Now we can retire when you cash it in, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Here we go. I guess the snack bar is open. All right, we'll see. Have our clam plate.
How's it going?
Good. All right.
That is so fun. Oh my God. Oh, we have handout menus if you want one.
You have what?
Takeout menus.
Oh. What are your hours here? Do you have hours?
10 to 7.
10 to 7?
Yes, sir.
7 days a week or just weekend?
Next week we start open full time.
Okay. All right.
And wait.
Okay. So this was your what do you call this?
Treasures.
Treasures for the walk. Look at that. I don't know. I'm not into it. I don't know why you are, but anyway, that was her. She's ecstatic. I guess it's I don't know. I guess it's a thing. I was gonna say a woman thing, but it's probably a guy thing too, but not my thing. This is what Cape Cod is all about right here. We're gonna feast out.